www.convo.com playoff track.
Oh, good God. Oh, Bournemouth away. This is a long trip to be doing on your own. I'm about halfway now. I just stopped at the services. Starbucks in hand. On my way down. Like I said, up bright and early this morning to head down to Bournemouth in what has to be a crunch win, must-win game for Manchester United, because I said it earlier in the week in my preview to this game that this is a must-win for United. Of 3 games coming up now, with us playing Bournemouth today, then we've got Partizan on Thursday, and then we've got Brighton in the league at weekend, and then we head into the international break. 3 games that will pretty much define where we are as a club this season. And I know you're thinking, yeah, 3 simple looking sort of games, why is that defining? Well, for me, I'm looking at it as a point of, today is a chance of getting 4 wins in a row, but 4 away wins in a row in 3 different competitions. So that is what I would say is a massive confidence booster for the team, and would just put us into good stead heading into the Christmas period, because it is all domestic football pretty much once we've got Thursday out of the way, which is another big point, because yeah, there may be 2 games left after Thursday's game in the Europa League in the group stage, but if we win on Thursday against Partizan at Old Trafford, then that's it, the group's to bed. We're already qualified, so we can play the youth team, reserves, whoever. We just don't need to worry about the Europa League after Thursday, which is why I'm saying this today is part of the start of a major couple of weeks for United. And the teams that we're playing may not be standout massive games, but in terms of our season going forward, this is absolutely huge, because United today at Bournemouth, let's look at it. We spoke about it early in the week. We looked at the game. Bournemouth off the back of 2 pretty drab 0-0 draws, with no one looking like they've got a cat and nails chance of scoring at the moment. The goals have dried up for Wilson, Josh King, and you know what I mean? I was talking about who might be a threat in the week to us. You got them 2 players that I just mentioned, the likes of Fraser. They're missing Brooks this season big time. And the 2 games you just played, Norwich and Watford, bottom 2 teams in the league. Yeah, they didn't concede, but if you can't score against them, then there is some sort of issue going forward with Bournemouth. So that's why I'm going into today's game fully confident that United can go in, get in there, put on a performance and get the win. I know we played in the week and it was a bit of a grueler against Chelsea, but we should have more than enough to handle Bournemouth today. It is unfortunate that is the first game of the weekend, especially for me. My God, what a crazy. I think I was up about 5:15 this morning, just getting myself set and ready, and I'm on the road. I'm about halfway. But yeah, in terms of the players, there's no excuse. Like I've said it before, I don't want to hear any excuses about games and fixture pile up, because we've got a good enough squad according to the manager, and I'm not expecting anything than a win today again. I said it last week against Bournemouth, no excuse about playing in Europa League and then going into a Premier League game. Doesn't matter if it's a Wednesday, Saturday, Thursday, Sunday, no excuse whatsoever. We should have more than enough to beat Bournemouth today, and I fully expect United to get the win. I think if we go at Bournemouth today, I think we will break them. I really do. I'm confident our defence can hold off Bournemouth in the form that they're in. And I do see us having a lot of players at the moment who are just on a little bit of a confidence curve. I've talked about this before, about players actually having confidence going into certain games. And we always seem to have maybe 2 or 3 at most going into games that are actually on form, and it's never enough. It's never enough for a Premier League game. It's never enough for any game, because everyone ups their game when United are in town. So it's a definite. We need more than 2 or 3 players who are actually playing on form. At the moment, I'd say we have 5 or 6 players who are playing probably the best they've played this season. You pretty much know what I mean by all of them. I mean, you've got Scott McTominay in midfield, player of the month, well deserved as well. He's on form at the moment and just absolutely killing it in the midfield. No matter who it is he comes up against, he just gives everything, and he's maturing and learning and making that role his own in the middle. And then we're looking at Marcus Rashford, who is playing the best that I've seen him play, confidence-wise. Yet people would argue, and I understand that, yeah, he's still not doing enough in open play. Most of his stuff is set pieces. But, I mean, come on. We've slaughtered Rashford for his free kicks over the last few months, and he goes and puts that one in on Wednesday. So I'm going to lay off him a little bit for bagging them two, and to have the balls to step up again like he should do, but he did. It's normal, I know, and it's expected as a striker for Man United. A striker, I say that because I've said he is a winger, which he is, but he got up, took the penalty, put it away, got the free kick, won us the game pretty much. We didn't create much else, I know, but like I said, if we're going to go away to the bigger teams and put in a defensive performance and take our chances like that, I'm not bothered about that. It's these games this weekend. It's the Bournemouth today which are important. These are the games when we need to catch up on performance, goals, goal tally, and get that goal difference back up there as well. The Tottenham's, Chelsea, City, Liverpool, Arsenal games, if we're scraping by defensively and catching teams on the counter in them sort of games, then that's pretty much what we did under Ferguson. We never went gun-ho at Anfield. It was never an easy game at any of these. It was a tough, solid game, which it was against Chelsea on Wednesday. They were on 7 wins in a row, riding the crest of a wave, and we beat them. We come away from that, job done. Yeah, that's put to bed now. This is where it matters now. The smaller teams where we've struggled, because we've done all right against the bigger teams, so-called bigger teams so far this season. You can't really deny that. I mean, no one's beat us, but the games that have let us down have been these games. The Norwich last week, which we got through, which give me a little bit of confidence, because that's a complete banana skin, that. And we played as we should play against teams like Norwich, and we need to do the same again today against Bournemouth. I think today, you all know what my team selection is going to be today. It's pretty much going to be the same team that there was against Norwich. I can't see it changing from that. I can't see the likes of James, who was another one who was in form, or Martial, another one who's come back and hit the ground running, 2 goals since he's been back, which is good. Obviously you got Rashford, so there's your front three. I can't see that changing much. I think 4-3-3 is the way to go. We need to attack Bournemouth today. Yeah, it may be an open game, but I do feel if we have an open game against Bournemouth, we will win the game. That's how I feel. I just think we've got enough forward players in form that we will take them even if we do concede a goal. I'm not particularly bothered. We just need to go out and play our best game, and our best game is attacking. We cannot sit back. We've tried it. We can't sit back against these teams because our concentration level is not the same as it is when we play the bigger teams. It never has been, and it's proved it this season with defeats to West Ham, Newcastle and Crystal Palace, the teams you wouldn't expect us to lose games to. We are doing it because our concentration level isn't the same playing the sort of counter-attacking football style against the smaller teams. It doesn't work. When we go at teams and we are positive, and yeah, we may ship a goal, but more often than not, we're going to score goals. And we proved that against Norwich. We have to attack teams like Bournemouth, Norwich, Brighton next weekend. We go out and attack them, then we are inevitably, 8 times out of 10, 9 times out of 10, we are going to get that goal and we're going to win the game. An early goal today would just settle United right down, I think, and take Bournemouth's game plan straight out the window, and then I think we will just take them apart from there. I know it seems confident, and I do understand everyone's point of view of saying, calm down, Adam, like they did in the week. It's only a few games, let's not get carried away. I totally take that on board. I understand where you're coming from, but right now, I look at it, and you know how I look at games. I take it game by game, week by week. I don't judge anything long term. I'm just looking for little things within games that just give me that little bit of confidence going into next. Something I can cling on to that says, well, look, I can see something's working now. I can see a little bit of progress in that style of football, in that formation, in that player. And that's what I've seen over the last couple of weeks. I've seen all these tactics against Liverpool completely nullify and completely bamboozle Jurgen Klopp, FIFA Manager of the Year, who couldn't handle it. But for one lucky ball into the box and some lackadaisical defending, we'd have beat Liverpool. So I'm looking at that, right, that's confidence. And then, right, what's next? We need an away win, by hook or by crook. Just get an away win. And it was crap against Partizan, but we got the win. Then we had a performance and a win against Norwich. A first away win in the league in God knows how long, since February. But we had a performance with it against a poor team, doing what United should do to that type of team. So then we move on again to Chelsea away, a really tough game where you just have to stand your ground, stay solid and take what chances come along. We never create a lot of chances against Chelsea. We never ever have done. And we took our chances that came. and we were solid. We didn't let Chelsea play. We nullified Pulisic and Hudson-Odoi, who have been pulling up trees recently in the league and the cups, and they weren't even in the game. So that's another positive. That's how I'm looking at it, and that's why I'm going into Bournemouth today thinking, right, I've got Wan-Bissaka down the right hand side. I've got Maguire looking like a captain, taking the captain's armband in the odd game here and there now, looking like he could be our leader. His form isn't fantastic, Maguire, I know it's not, but still, he will get better and better and better, I think. I'm not worried. I've seen enough of Maguire to not be concerned about the odd little blip. His passing hasn't been off, and he hasn't carried the ball as well for me recently, but I've still seen enough of Maguire to have confidence in him that he will pull that around. Lindelof, a little concerned, to be honest. I would like to have seen Axel stay fit and get his chance in there, but unfortunately it didn't happen for him. He got injured. But again, I know that I've got cover from Lindelof in Axel coming in now, who looks fully accomplished. I'm looking at Brandon Williams. I know he's not going to play today probably, but there is another kid who's come in and grasped it with two hands and is taking his chance, which is a massive positive, because now we look like we've got another player who can play down that left-hand side, can carry it forward and can defend. Like I said, he absolutely nullified Hudson-Odoi and win on Wednesday. So confidence there that there's actually a little bit of depth in the youth in the squad. They've stepped up. Then you're going into midfield again. I'm talking Scott McTominay again. Player of the month. Absolute beast he has been in midfield over the last few weeks. And that has bred confidence into the players of Fred. Fred hasn't been as good as McTominay, no way near, but he has been better than what Fred has been that we've seen over the last year. So that Fred playing at around about a solid 6 and 7 out of 10 is better than the 4 and 5s that he has been producing, alongside McTominay's 8 and 9 performances, which they have been. Then that's something that I'm looking at going into this game. Right, confident. I've got players playing into form and coming. The confidence is coming better, and that's where I am at the moment. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding myself. I do know that. I know how bad this United team can play, and I've been over the last 6 months. So I do know that there is that performance in there at the moment. But you have to look at it as games go, game by game. It wasn't hard for Ellie to change it. We all knew what he needed to do, and he did it. He changed the formation against Liverpool, and he bred a little bit of confidence into the team, and they played well with it. They did it again in that same formation against Chelsea. I thought the passing was sharper. We got stuck in. We're compact. We're solid. There was no mistakes, apart from the one for the goal, but minimal mistakes. That's what I'm talking about. There's not as many mistakes anymore. And then the front line are all looking like they can score a goal. James looks good. Martial looks shit hot. And Rashford is banging in goals again, 4 in 4. That's what we need, and that's why I'm going into today thinking United are going to win this one. I'm thinking similar score to what it was against Norwich. I'm going to go 3-1 to United. Let me know what you guys think. Are you confident going in? I'm on my way there now. I timed it just right, because on my way there now, just before on this last bit of the journey, it's England against South Africa in the Rugby World Cup. Rugby World Cup final, and that's all I'm thinking about now. Come on, England, we can do this. Let's bring it home, boys. That's what's important now. Let me know what you guys think. I'm going to enjoy the rugby on the radio driving into Bournemouth now for the rest of the journey. Let me know what you think of today's game, boys. Let me know if you think United are going to carry on the form. Are you confident? Do you agree with me in the confidence going forward, or is it just a case of we are just papering over cracks at the moment and getting too carried away with what's happening? We do know that it has been a long time and a long part of the season that has been crap, and only now over the last couple of weeks it's been decent. Are we just getting carried away? Am I getting carried away, or am I right in saying that there are little elements in this team that are confident and breeding confidence in me that I should be encouraged? Let me know. Comment below, give this video a like. I will see you guys outside the Vitality Stadium. Let's see what team he picks. I'm pretty certain it's going to be the one that I said. I can't see him changing it too much, to be honest. But let me know what you think. Who would you play? What's your score prediction? Am I right in being confident, or am I just being too carried away and getting too carried away with it at the moment? Let me know. Comment below. Give the video a like, people. Subscribe to the channel, as always, if you are watching for the first time. Let's see if I'm still smiling and this excited after the game. Hopefully. I'll see you guys down there. See you soon. Bye-bye.